So I once asked Abby Lincoln what jazz was, and she said affirmation with an absolutely excellent approach. So I always remember that answer. The affirmation, which is what we all are looking for, but an affirmation about you being yourself. Just what you play right here is great. You see how you do these things? Keep focusing on these things. Use these things to make these other things that are not as great better. Don't be shy, project your personality. Same things that people told you or I, you being my big brother. You know, it's the same thing that people would tell you when they were trying to tell you something that was accurate, that was also affirmative. Mm-hmm. So we improvise in our music. We each have a totally different way of playing. Even Vince said he looked at everybody was playing trumpet. He wanted to play trombone. He didn't say, well, let me just follow everybody. Mm-hmm. Let me do something different. So we encourage you finding the things that make you unique.
Name one musician who has influenced you and why.
Well, man, Elvin Jones. I would go to his house all the time. Great drummer that played with John Coltrane. And just the depth of his soul and engagement with music, his intelligence, his love of the music, of the history, it's just soulfulness. And when you play it, it's very intense. A lot is going on. You may know that, but you're concentrating on what everybody else is doing. You're trying to keep your place in the form, play in time, concentrate on the logic of what you're doing. It's harder for you to do. Because you're in the moment of doing whatever you do. You don't know. Sometimes we co-sign each other. Vince played something the other night. He was bouncing on something, and Ryan Kaiser was our lead trumpet player, and I looked at each other and said, "He's bouncing tonight." He was bouncing. Does he know? I mean, he knows it has a certain feeling. But when somebody wants to not play one aspect of jazz, swing is the thing that you will abandon, because that's the requirement. You know, it's like any family life. Yes, you want to express yourself. You have a lot of brothers. You would like to eat everything. But did you eat? You know, so with us, because we don't solo, even last night I had a solo on something. I was thinking 4 or 5 tunes before. I saw the 2 trombones got up on one. Like, we're negotiating all the time of who's going to play. Because everybody in the band can really play. Mm-hmm. And when Chris and Elliot, our other 2, and we have one of the most unbelievable trombone sections ever. Like, they are a blessing. The level of greatness of that section and the difference of everybody, we all comment on it. Tony is driving the day. He said, "Man, what about that trombone section?" And we just started talking about how great everybody was. Him stood up and started playing on a solo that's designed for one, because they're trying to negotiate the space. And I'm trying to figure out, well, I looked at the list now while we're playing, and I realized Vince hadn't played. So I said, well, take my solo on the next tune, just so we could hear him play. I mean, we sitting there tonight. The greatest thing about playing in a band like ours really is hearing everybody play. Right. Because any time somebody starts soloing, you don't know what they're going to play. And sometimes you just say, damn, you know. So we are all doing that. I mean, in this instance, I did it, but Chris Crenshaw is doing it, Vince is doing it. Yeah. Sherman, we're all thinking of who has played and who has not played. Right.
Is music in some way for you therapeutic?
Not just in some way. It's the spirit, of course. The concentration of it.
What does that mean?
Well, I grew up in the culture of the music, and the people I respected and admired were all jazz musicians. Mm-hmm. Not meaning I didn't admire other people, but just meaning who they were, how hip they were, intelligent they were, the seriousness that they conducted themselves with. And I mean, I can't speak for Vincent, but I'm sure. I mean, his dad is a great trumpet player, unbelievably soulful. His mom, but you know, I mean, just in the environment. And jazz musicians have a certain, I mean, we grew up with that non-judgmental kind of live and let live way.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Because you feel that love they have. Because they will bruise you. They're going to definitely bruise you, but the love is so overwhelming. Like, if I could, you know, with Clark Terry and all the great musicians I was around, Sweets Edison, Dizzy, that love was always there. And if the love is not a part of it, then it's, you know, our music, but the love is always in there. I mean, it's just what it is. It's who they were and are, and it's who we strive to be, and who at this point, who we are. I mean, we're not kids. We've been out here a long time. And the love that we have for our students and our kids is going to be evidenced by the playing of Vincent's youth orchestra tonight. Like, they love him. He gives them that.
Yeah. What do you want the music to do for the audience when you are done?
The same thing it does for me. I mean, that's why I want people to know about it. And ultimately, that's why we want people to know about any great experiences we have, because we know how transformative it has been for us. And we think, hey, if this can do this for me, this could be a meal you describing, or medicine, or a routine, or
Right. You may even hope that it might direct, ways that people are related to, even into practices of, government and the way that things might go in the world, in your communities and all that. We believe that it's a pathway that, if followed, it can cause a lot of harmony in the world.